Good morning, Paleo Keepers, and welcome back to Prehistoric Kingdom. Today we're going to be making an enclosure for the Lambeosaurus, and my idea behind it is I'm going to be sort of trying to recreate the barn that's down the road from me, and also I've done this before in Planet Zoo, where I made it for the cattle from the barn DLC, and I do like this style of barn. It's quite nice. It makes for an interesting enclosure and a decent space to show off creatures in their bedding area as well. And as well, it's pretty much a very simple enclosure to make. If you don't have much time, you want a simple enclosure that has like a decent look to it or a realistic look to it. This building is one of those buildings. I've added it to the workshop as well, so if you do want to add it to your own parks and improve on it or add anything to it or change the design slightly, that's completely up to you. And it'd be kind of cool if you do, and if you do it, like, get a screenshot of it, show me on one of my socials, and you can even join the Discord, which I've started, and I feel like it's pretty much complete now, so, and usable. So if you want to join that, you can do, and you can send me the screenshots of you using this if you do, because it's kind of cool to see what people like do with other people's builds and things like this, and what creatures they use it for. Now, my main idea for it was for Hadrosaurus like species. Quite a big barn, but I suppose you could use it for any of the ceratopsians and things like this. I'm going to be putting in a safety gate as well, so people can walk in there in a safe enclosed area and watch the creatures do whatever they do in their bedding area and that kind of thing. But yeah, the idea of this making it look a little bit realistic is having all the support structures in here. It can be a bit finicky sometimes trying to place it all and get it all correctly and neat. And I did find myself here and there going back and forth trying to neaten it up so it didn't look too choppy. But I feel like I got the overall look. Like these barns, a lot of them have the breeze brick wall at the bottom, and then it turns to the sheet metal and sheet metal roof. The only thing I'd probably say that I could probably improve on it is maybe have glass windows. But I would love if there was in the game the sheet metal, not sheet metal, but the sheet plastic that's like a glass. I feel like that would complete the look of this roof rather than just having a glass plane. But obviously adding glass planes into the roof will make it a lot brighter inside, and maybe something I might do when I come back to this build if I feel like I want to change it up. But nevertheless, I was pretty happy with the roof and the walls. It was just a case of on the other side, get it all straight and level and trying to make sure it didn't stick through the walls and things like this. And then just on either side have a little bit of a lip. Just adds a nice sort of realistic look, so it's not just a straight up. I mean, some buildings do have that, but a lot of them do have this little lip, so the rain's not going directly onto the building as such. When it's dropping down, it just drops down at a certain height and that kind of thing. But yeah, anyways, you can see right now I'm just going up and neatening everything up, and then I start adding some more support bars to the roof to make it look a bit realistic. And I don't want to do too many because obviously I'll be using the bigger creature Lambeosaurus for this, so if I add too many it might cancel out the areas where it can traverse inside of this building, and less is more in some case. Some of these buildings don't have a great deal of these support bars because it's not necessary for them to have it. And as you see right now, I'm making the guest area where the guests can walk in and view these creatures. And I just use a fence. I could have made my own, but I really do like this fence, and it just has a bit more of that sort of barn look. It's kind of in the sense that it's not there permanently, it can be removed dead easily, etc, etc, which kind of gives it again that sort of realistic look. It's not a fixture, it's just a feature into there. And yeah, anyways, we go on to the outside fence. I don't make a massive paddock. I mean, I could have, but I kind of want to keep it short and sweet because I'm only going to put so many creatures in this enclosure, and I don't want it so that they just completely disappear and you hardly ever see them, or the guests hardly ever see them, should I say. And the kind of fence I went for, it was just nice and simple. Now, my favourite thing about this, it kind of reminds me of the I think it's Zoo Tycoon 2 dinosaur DLC fence, with the wooden concrete bars and the glass windows. It kind of gives me that kind of feel, which I really like about it. It was super simple to put up and looks really nice. I'm really happy with the what was it, Stone Age features that they added. Like that wood wall is definitely one of my favourite ones to use for enclosures and things like this. I just use a simple like tree brush as well to decorate it, add a few rocks here and there, even a few fallen logs knocking around as well. It just adds like a nice general look to the whole of the enclosure. And this was nice, simple. It didn't take me too long to build. It has like quite a realistic look to it, I feel. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video and it's given you a little bit inspiration of your builds. Like I said, it's on the workshop, so if you do want to add it to your parks, you can do. And let me know if you have, and if you want, join the Discord, show me a few photos of what you've done with it and what kind of creatures you put in it. It'd be kind of cool to see. But yeah, as always, I'm glad that you've been here and I'm glad you've enjoyed the video. If you have, let me know in the comments. Until next time, I'll see you later, and I'll leave you with a few words from the man himself, Nigel Marvin, about the Lambeosaurus. Honestly, that is one of the things that make this game so good, that they've got Nigel Marvin in it. But yeah, I hope you enjoy.
Lambeosaurus, a crested hadrosaur from the late Cretaceous. Hadrosaurs are commonly called duck-billed dinosaurs, after the toothless beak at the front of their mouths. But they aren't completely toothless. Behind the beak are dense concentrations of teeth that are continually replaced, sort of like a shark. If sharks were cows, that is.